Yeah, so let's go back and we're just gonna. I don't even like that drum, but we're gonna do just lay down a kick, kind of like a metronome, so we have something to go by. 3, 4. It's probably good enough. You know, you could do that and you could duplicate it. Not like that, but we can loop that. Later on, you can make it more complicated, and these aren't really even on the beat, so we're gonna quantize them. This one looks a little long, doesn't really matter. They are different volumes. It's something you can mess with later. I'm going to bring the first. Doesn't matter. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to do is, I'm not really crazy about the sound. I'm going to duplicate this track. I'm going to go ahead and call this the kick. And we are going to choose a better kick drum. I was just in here. That's the one I like. So I think that's what we're going to stick with for now. Kind of hot, kind of loud there. I guess for right now I'll just bring it down, but I probably would change the velocity. Kind of keep it, because you know your keys are going to have to be that loud too. The other thing is I'm going to turn on the cycle so it repeats. Last time I did a pretty cool kick, snare. A little early for a snare, because that's sometimes the rhythm of the snare will determine what the feel or vibe of the song is. And if you guys have suggestions, we're going live, and I'd like to see those suggestions in the chat. There's a slight delay, maybe about 6 seconds. And but let's go ahead and do ourselves a snare. I'm going to go ahead and change this. I'm going to use the same. This is kind of a freebie plug-in, but there's a couple I really like them. For snare, I think I like that. It's just kind of a basic one. Let's do another countdown. Now let's see what happens when we quantize this, make it feel a little bit better. Well, that's really loud at the end there. I'm just going to I guess I got them all selected. I'm probably overdoing this. Alright, we're going to even turn off the snare for this matter, but I do feel like we might need some hi-hats. Honestly, I don't really like this plug-in for hi-hats as much, but each to his own. I'm going to go ahead and program them in here. I don't even think I have the right one open. Let's see here. I'm not getting any hi-hats. Does it not have hi-hats? In a weird place. That's weird. Doesn't have hi-hats. So I guess my next go-to lately is literally not even a drum. Let's go ahead and I'm going to pull up Synth Master. KVV1. They have some fun hi-hats. And I just need something to kind of keep it going in between the drums. Alright, so what do we have going here? Sweet Dreams. You guys, I was just commenting on another post about how some of these have built-in sequencers, and you know how that's not really writing a song using the sequence that's built in. Okay, so we're not going to use that, of course, but isn't that fun? Who can identify that song? You know, that was a little low. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. So, in the meantime, I'm going to write drums. No, I'm not going to write drums. I'm going to come down here. And I'm going to say, look for a category of drums, and then I don't want a full arpeggio. arpeggio. I just want the hi-hats. In fact, I could write hats. Hat pattern. I'd rather just write it myself. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I hate this, but I'm going to go ahead and use it. That sounds better. I like it already. Just for now. Oh, this is fun. This is a multi kind of this is a whole kit, I guess. I should have just went with the whole thing, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, let's see. Okay, so start over, and then what are we going to do? I use 2 fingers. Here we go. I didn't like the beginning of that. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to use the beginning part. I didn't want to yet go with like an open hi-hat or something like that. So the other thing we need to do is make sure this is quantized. And let's see. And just for fun, James, you said hand claps. So let's do some hand claps. I gotta find the hand claps. For the life of me, I'm drawing a blank. So maybe I'll just go to the standard standard kit pieces in Logic claps. Doesn't matter. Are awful when I'm thinking about a hand. Well, you know, that's all that's going to work right now. Again, this is not our focus because you want to come back. And yes, it was Sweet Dreams are made of this, David. Good one. Eurythmics, absolutely. Just look back at the screen. Let us, actually I'm just going to play around and let it loop for a second. No idea. Again, we're kind of getting into the songwriting section, but close enough. Quantize, and you know we can go back and change the sound because maybe again awful. Yeah, it's more like and some I'll throw in some sprongy sound. What I'm trying to get to is a chord progression. And Kellen had, I'm actually going to turn most of this off, snare and hi-hat. We'll come back to that because we don't know if those are going to work yet. And I'm only really using the kick as more of a metronome. So we see, it kind of gives you a groove, something to work on. You know, and then you can go back as you write more and more of the song. You can go back and take out some of the drums because that often works well. Now I'm going to dump this for a second. Now it's time to start a new track, and we're going to use. I'm really afraid to do this. Is what threw us off last time. In fact, first thing, I'm going to save this, and I wish I had recorded the chord changes. So I think it was something like. Yeah, we gotta pull up a keyboard, right? Thought about using the Arturia, so I think I'll still go with that. I had actually deleted all my preferences. There was something screwy going on. I'm hoping we're past it. So this is Arturia Lab 5. Should take a little bit to load up because it is kind of. Oh, see, that is beautiful. Okay, so keys. This is how it should have worked. But let's... That's, I think, what I used. Something softer to go underneath. Well, that's what we're going to go with because I don't remember what the chords were. So if I hide that for a second, I guess I can't hide it, but we're going to record. And I should just zoom this up for you guys because I just realized that I could have made this all bigger for you. And you guys would have enjoyed that better. I wonder what that does. So we're going to wrap this up for us pretty soon here. But it is a good start. Let's get that chord progression in. Sound good? And you guys can see this here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty good. I think I missed that last note, that bottom note. No, I didn't. But I think it's because I probably started a little late. We started a little early. We want to go ahead and quantize those, and then we go. Beginning start, and you know what? We will continue this later. I know not everybody can tune in at the same time. It's already late on the overseas, so we will just see when we continue. We will just see when you can. I don't even know if you can hear me when this is running, but I will save this. This is progress. This is the progress that we did. So I'm going to say we'll pull that up. And we'll start working on next time we come. I'll probably spend a little longer doing it next time. So I really do appreciate all you guys tuning in. Now you know what we're doing. I'll try to remember some of these comments like, hey, throw in some springy sounds, I think maybe you mentioned. And so I thank you so much and finish this up.